What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Here's the Thing. In light of All Saints Day, I wanted to bring to you 5 obscure saints that you should definitely get to know this November. Let's get started. Saint number 1. Maybe you've heard of him. Saint Blaise, patron saint of throat ailments, but also patron saint of veterinarians and wild animals. The story goes that while he was bishop, he was ordered to renounce his faith, and after refusing, they were coming after him, so he went into hiding in a cave where he cared for the wild animals that he found there. Later, he was found and thrown into prison, and while he was there, rumor has it he saved a boy from choking on a fish bone. Later, he was beaten and beheaded and became a martyr for the Catholic Church. Saint number 2, Saint Apollonia. Feast day February 9th, and she is the patron saint of dentists. The story goes, Saint Apollonia was an elderly woman who was persecuted also for her faith, and one day found herself in an anti-Christian mob that was enraged by her, and they captured her, and they drag her to a nearby fire that they started, and they said, if you don't renounce your faith, then we're going to throw you in this fire, but if you do, then we'll spare your life. Apparently, Saint Apollonia took a step back, thought about it for a moment, and then she flung herself into the fire. She also became a martyr for the church, and is often depicted as wearing a necklace of teeth because the angry mob smashed all of her teeth out when they beat her and dragged her to the fire. Saint number 3, Saint Casimir of Poland, patron saint of bachelors and youth. His feast day is March 4th, and his story is he grew up as a prince in Poland and lived a life in service to God, a great ruler. His dad wanted to arrange a marriage for him, but Saint Casimir insisted that he stay single. Later, he got tuberculosis and ended up dying from that. But he is commonly remembered for his sense of justice, his chastity, and apparently his charm. Saint number 4, Saint Barbara, who is the patron saint of artillery, fireworks, and basically all explosive things. Her feast day is December 4th, and her story is really sad and just wild. Saint Barbara grew up very devout, very Christian Catholic life, insisted that she also stay single and live a life consecrated to the Lord. Her father insisted that she marry, and after she refused, he beheaded her. 2 days later, he was struck with lightning and died. Saint number 5, as a student, you most definitely should have heard of him by now, but in case you have not, our 5th saint is Saint Joseph of Cupertino, patron saint of test takers, students, and aviators. His feast day is September 18th, and apparently Saint Joseph of Cupertino is believed to have some sort of a learning disability, which is why every time he took a test, he would always pray that he would only be asked the questions he had the answers to, he knew the answers to. He lived a very devout life and was often associated with his mysticism, and apparently during Mass you could find him levitating or flying because he was so entranced in his prayer. That's all I have for you this week. If you have not heard of these saints, I definitely encourage you to look into them, to dive more into their lives, see what else you can find, or just kind of look into what other saints that are obscure that you haven't heard of, that you think have really cool stories. Share them with your friends, drop their names in the comment section below. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see all of you next week. All you holy angels and saints, pray for us. Bye, friends.